see that Slark going in, I would like to be kind of behind him in a safe area. So like, I would be around here. I have a Glimmer Cape to escape. So you can really use your help, your stun or your nuke to finish off that Huskar.
Yeah, I can't really remember this part, but I think I was thinking the same. But what I was thinking that I didn't have enough mobility, so that's why I thought that I need the Blink
You
Dagger.
could try, like you might start moving with him, and then he goes like in too fast, and then you go back because you couldn't be there on time, and then you tell him, okay, dude, next time wait for me or something. He could wait for like extra 1 second before hitting the Huskar. Alright, our team is doing Rosh. That's actually really good. By the way, when your team goes Rosh, he doesn't have to cast ulti. As long as he de-aggro the Roshan, his regen will kick in. Like, a Stark regen works when he's hitting the Rosh, as long as he's not taking it.
Yeah, it was a bit hard to Rosh. I was grabbing the lotuses to heal my teammates up.
This guy can hit again, and his ulti will work. Try to just take the Roshan attack. Oh my god, this guy's casting his ulti again. Not the best time to do it. We just go rush too early, and that's what happens when you go rush too early. It takes too much time. That is kind of not worth it. Oh, this is bad. This is dangerous. So dangerous. The only thing I can add here is that, okay, remember the moment I saw this TP, I said, oh, this is bad, this is bad. It's like, we are 4v5 and they're all ready to fight, and like we are just 2-0, 2-0 down, we're not ready, okay? This tells me danger, and I want to like kind of get out of here as soon as possible. So right here, it's the best thing you can do is just giving this guy Glimmer Cape. And if you had your shot, you might like pull him up and drop him out safely. But that's all you can do. They did pop the dust, so probably your Glimmer Cape wouldn't save him. But worth a try. Interesting that Hoodwink didn't hit the healing ward. Good. Make sure you you switch the Vambrace before using the Arcane Boots, and put this thing down and up.
Yeah, that's one thing I forget as the game goes on, because I pay attention to that, but then later I forget it. And also with the stick.
Yeah, so it's hard to do it middle of a team fight, but like once like you casually walking around or something, or there is no enemy heroes around, it should be like a thing that you can consider before using any burst of healing or mana. So like drop the big items, at least the biggest one, to gain a bit more.
If you're looking for Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
Okay. So it's generally like you're going for this Etherland's Blink. It tells me you are playing this game to kind of set up kills and such. But if I were you in a game against a Huskar, Grimstroke, Shadow Shaman, I would play to save people. Because like these heroes, once they go in and they don't kill someone, suddenly they become useless. Like the game become easy. Remember, heroes like a Slark, like Race King, they love long team fights. Because the longer this Slark survives, the more essence shift stacks he's gonna get, and the more regen he's gonna have.
Correct me but if I'm wrong, but I also see Blink Dagger as a great defensive tool in fights, because, for example, if I fight breaks out, then I can see the layout of the fight. So where the opponents are, and then in a few seconds I can blink to a place which is safe, and then I can safely cast my spells or steal spells, or I can do most of the things safely. So
I
I think
see.
I
I
sometimes
don't.
get it.
Yeah. So I don't disagree with your blink. The problem is that they gonna go on your on your start. They gonna go on your Lina. Okay. They gonna jump on it with this guy's blink dagger. They gonna jump on it with this guy's ulti. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they gonna go on you guys, and it's usually not you. It's usually another frontliner, and then you need to
Mhm.
be able to kind of save that guy who's getting gone on. And blink doesn't do that.
Okay.
Sometimes, like, if you've been a dazzle, you tell me, oh, I'm getting blink, I'm gonna blink grave that guy. And, like, okay, my spells is saving, I just need a item to position myself better. Then I would say,
Mhm.
okay, go for a blink if you want. But in this game, you're not the target, and your spell's not really saving people. Like, you're not a
Mhm.
traditional position 5 saving hero. So, you better get some saving items. Something that works, actually. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I think in this game it's like mostly the vision that you have for the game that is like costing you. And I think like the game just gonna end in like a few fights that like your team just keep dying because no one is saving anyone. Like this guy only has a vessel, no saving item, no saving, just a ghost scepter, not that useful. This guy is like okay, he doesn't even have a BKB, he's going for a dispel, and then this guy is okay, he's building greedy items, no scepter. So yeah, it's a hard game, and like it's bad to play like a safe support because you might build perfectly, you might save them a bunch of time, then they're still gonna feed sometimes, and it's not gonna
Mhm.
win you the game always, but it's gonna give you the best chance to win in these situations. On to the next one. Do you have any last question for this one?
Not really. I think you said a great point. Some great points. The next one, I don't know how many time you have, but I think we have one time for one more.
Okay.
So can we check the one with the anti-mage? I think the last one, the one with ending
Okay.
with 9.
Yep. So not
I
we are
think that's
skipping
one.
this one. All right.
There was a game against anti-mage and we were doing really good, but the anti-mage got farmed. We couldn't catch him, and they just won.
Okay, quick question.
It's a bit long.
It's a 48-minute game. What is the best item against anti-mage?
I was thinking about Rod of Aethys, but uh, after he gets the
Manta.
Manta style and the counter spell, then it doesn't do anything.
Okay, so
So
what else?
basically, I don't know.
Name an
So
item that he cannot dispel and controls him, and you can cast it because you're a spellcaster.
mm,
List of items.
I'm not sure. I was thinking of the Glinpeer, or how do you pronounce it? But that's basically a good idea. Yeah, that's. I wasn't thinking about that because I think it's pretty. By the time I get that, I'm not sure it's
By the
useful
time you
anymore.
get that, this anti-mage comes out fully farmed like this. This is like the
I
time
don't
you're
know.
gonna get it almost, and then
Hmm.
if you get it relatively early, and then now this anti-mage has a serious problem again.
Hmm.
He has to
So you
target
say that.
you, or else like he's gonna be in a decent problem.
Mhm.
So let me
So
just
getting
see.
hacks have. Let me see my items. So I was getting Lotus because Sniper was a big problem in the early game,
Hmm.
and I thought that I'm going to reflect his ultimate.
Yeah.
And can you go back please to the score screen
Yeah.
and
Let me just load the game and then I go back for it.
Blessed as well.
with my items and the slider and everything. So when I get Glimmer, what do I get first? Glimmer,
You
So after
get
Glimmer,
Arcane Boots into Glimmer Cape,
and then the Either Lens.
then Lens.
So if I get the Glimmer, then I can get Hex immediately after that, or should I get some more items? I mean,
Okay.
it's not a yes or no question, but in general, like how
Okay.
is it a good idea, for
Okay.
example, in this game to get one?
If I were you in this game, I would choose between Arcane Boot and Ether Lens. I would get one of them. I would get the Glimmer Cape, or another save item. Can be something like a Yule Scepter as well, because they have Axe. Depend on the game. And then I would rush the Hex. If I feel like, okay, we have an anti-mage problem. If we don't have an anti-mage problem, at that point, I would, like, if I feel like, okay, anti-mage is not farming that much, he's like keep dying and everything, I would go for the Ludosword because of the Ogre Shadow Shaman, and then I would go for the Hex.
Okay, so
So like saving some money
getting a
here.
Hex early.
Yeah, saving some money here, because like I think as long as you have this Ether Lens and this Lotus Orb, you don't need the Arcane Boot. Like you don't need the mana. So like, okay, why are we buying it? Are we just buying the mana for Zeus? Like, that's a bit too much. But like, it's either one of these two. Like, if this Zeus is dominating and I want to support him, then I go Arcane Boot and I skip the Ether Lens. Fine, I just don't have Ether Lens. Fine, doesn't matter really.
Yeah, so my mistake was considering Hex a very late game item, so maybe I should get that mid game sometime.
I see few supports in pro matches that get the Hex like second item. It's a decent item. It's hard to buy, so you need to like make sure you don't need anything between now and the time you buy the Hex.
Okay. I'm thinking about this game because now we discussed this. I don't know if there is something more that we can talk about
Let's
this.
see.
30 seconds and
Maybe
get
there's
started.
like some things. We'll go fast through it.
And see some major issues or I don't know something.
Another thing about the anti-mage thing is that once you're against an anti-mage, you want to group up more than often and deal like and try to start team fighting, because anti-mage is bad at team fighting. Like you can punish him being bad at it.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
So you saw the lane is
Yeah,
getting
but-
pushed out. You pulled, awesome.
It's a bad idea to try to find the anti-mage during the mid-game, like when he's fought.
Usually it is bad, yeah. But unless you really know where he is and you know what you're doing against him, like you know where he is and you know you have all the tools to catch him, you know. Then let's say we have a chrono and like this guy is charging him. Okay, now we have a guarantee evasion and this guy is going with the chrono to finish him off. And then that's like, okay, what do? Like you can like add a small nuke to the whole thing. Not a big deal. Against the axe, buy the boot early. So you're like, I'm seeing a trend. You're always rushing this passive ring when sometimes you need the boot. So make a choice. This is like actually important.
Yeah, I mostly get the mana regen one because I always feel like I don't have mana.
You don't have mana because you misuse this telekinesis. Now we just learned, even with the full creep wave helping us, we cannot trade with an ogre. This guy is just not tradable. Hence, buy a boot and avoid him. At least we have a angle. That's good. Right. Camera's moving way too fast. You see how much boot will help here, right? Like you're keep running away from the axe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower.
Even I like a
Radiant's
good
getting
ball.
friendly with
Okay.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Let's skip this laning phase after this X-Piron. Your laning phase went okay, but I wouldn't say it went that awesome. Like, it was okay. Considering its axe into phases with it was okay.
Radiant's top tower is under
I
attack.
didn't really write down any timestamps because I didn't have the time, so maybe I prepare them next time.
Yeah, next time like you can like do that and it will like save us some time.
Yeah, also the issue with that is that I don't generally see my problems.
Like
I
you can
think.
okay, so something you can do is that you check this win probability and like times that like this time. That like this time, this time, this time. You see like the changes in the pace of it. These are like the times that like you can you can take a look and see did something important happen there or not. Like I would say in this game, this is the time that something very big is happening. So like let's jump into like 35 minutes and see what happens. 35 to like 38. It's something
Yeah, I think that's
around there.
when Anti-Mage gets out of the jungle and just kills everyone.
Okay, let's see what happened. How did we die to him? Because even anti-mage with decent amount of items shouldn't be really able to like win these team fights because we have a Slaughter that really destroys him.
Yeah,
We have a
I've
Facebook
got a
Chrono.
feeling that in low MMR games, Anti-Mage is really, really good.
It's a
I
good
don't know
anti-mage
how.
patch in general, but still we should be able to play it.
In like 90% of the games, if there is an Anti-Mage in one side, then that team will win. I've got this feeling for sure.
Okay, so we kill enemy heroes, all good. Anti-mage is coming out. So like you see how your faces boy died? What can you do about this?
Mm,
What item can you buy to save your faces boy from dying to this blade mail axe call?
maybe the Evil Scepter?
Yep. Or you can just pull him up and drop it down. It's
Mm,
cheaper.
Alright. Doesn't he just go back?
Yeah, but like the call duration is not that long. It's like 3 seconds, and then like a decent amount of time you pull him in the air, and then like he has to go down, then he has to walk in.
Okay,
It's
good
not as
idea.
useful as Yule Scepter, but like it's cheaper. Like it's half the price, doing like 80% of the job. Okay, we still won this fight. Now the anti-mage buys back. What do you think we're supposed to do? Anti-mage buys back.
I think we still have few heroes, and I don't think that Anti-Mage can 1v4 us.
It's 3 versus 4, and you guys don't have a carry, and this guy is half HP, no mana. So technically, it's 3 versus 3. Not considering this guy having a buyback.
Is the item
Yeah, I think
full?
yeah, I see the problem here, but I was just trying to think of why we stayed. Basically, in this side, at this point, I think I just go there where my team is. So the best I could do is like tell them to get back, but yeah.
Okay, so here's what I would tell you to do. Right now, I would just warn my team, be careful guys, anti-mage buys back, you can go back now and wait for Faceless Void. Because if Faceless Void comes back, chrono this anti-mage and kill him, the game is over, we won. Because this guy doesn't have buyback and he's dead for a super long time. That's how we win this game. Now, usually you say that and your team just completely ignores you. Okay? That's like what usually happens. The answer to that is you need to like help your team in the most cautious way. So like this like anti-mage jumps in, call to get out. Anyone who goes in, we leave them to die, and then we survive with whoever we can. So like if we three just survive and this starter guy just die, that's totally fine. Still, we force an anti-mage way back for a slaughter or death. It's okay. Like we should be more happy than they are with anti-mage buyback doing that. So every spell you cast should be defensively right now. Your glamour cape, your spells, everything you do just to defend.
Yeah, I thought that I have blink, so I could get out from any position, but I think someone jumped me.
I'm not sure.
And
Why did you drop the anti-mage right next to your Zeus? That's my question.
uh, yeah, that's a good question. I think I messed up there.
Okay, if you didn't move him, like you just stun him in place and don't do anything, maybe just nuke him down, nuke him out when he's in the air. That should be all you do because everyone casts their spells assuming anti-mage is there, like the whole Nimbus thing, the whole Slaughter thing, and then
Mm.
you drop anti-mage right next to the only hero he should not be ever next to. So, please
Yeah,
blink
that
out.
was my bad.
Yep, this happens. If you're not ready, then we fight. So this fight should tell you, okay, now you need a hex.
It's not every day you get to see
Yeah,
Radiant's
but
middle
I'm
tower
so
fall.
far from a hex that I should have thought about that before. And
Yeah.
of the out hex, I think.
So like right now you're getting this Eternal Lens. I'm saying just if you skip one of these two items and probably play more efficient, so you don't be down here and like be a slightly higher up, then you'll be good to go.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. And here's a
Yeah,
fortification
but
from
this
Radiant.
was especially hard because I didn't really consider anti-major threat because as you can see we are still up by 10k, I'm 9k now. And I thought that these
Radiant's middle
items were
tower has
okay for
fallen.
that
Radiant's
Yeah,
situation.
middle
your items are
But
generally fine.
Radiant's middle barracks
Actually,
has fallen.
you're a position 5. You're not supposed to like buy hacks for
How long
cheap.
can Radiant's top barracks
Like,
hold?
you're supposed to like provide safety. Just
Radiant's
add the
top
shot.
barracks has fallen.
Like I was presuming you're a position 4 when I was suggesting hacks and everything. You guys not ahead though. Like that throw on the high ground, that was like super big. And it should
yeah,
like tell you,
just before that anti-mage buyback. So until that point, I think everything was different, and now I need like completely different items.
yeah, and like that's the biggest thing about like going high ground when we're not ready. Like enemy buyback means that's all we achieve from going high ground. Now, if it was just a support buyback, maybe that's not worth it. But like, if it's an anti-mage buyback, like that's like enemy biggest chance to win. Like, look at the anti-mage net worth before this buyback. Like, this is 30 something minutes. He goes down kind of. Like, this is like him buying back this moment. Like 20k to like 2029. Like, he loses some gold. And then suddenly he gets so much back. It's because of like all the kills. If we just go back and like don't feed him, what happened is that this distance that it created, it's gonna keep going. Like our faces were gonna like keep farming, and then anti-mage does not gonna earn any mana, so money. So he's gonna like stay below the faces void, and that allows us to carry the game against them. Just consider Rubik's short as like a way better item. Like it's a super good item to save yourself and enemy. Like you can like telekinesis yourself over the cliffs as well. It's like a pseudo blink. We're still winning this game though. Like, we're not ahead anymore, but like we're not losing either. It's a matter of who goes Roche again. Let's see if we can do anything differently. So if anti-mage wants to jump someone, who will he jumps on? Like who's the anti-mage target in this game?
The backline supports. So me, Zeus, or I don't know how to spell.
Okay, tell
And
me his best choice.
I think Zeus.
Okay, so your job is to protect Zeus. Play like a bodyguard to Zeus. Now your hero, if he wants to protect, he will sit behind the Zeus, let anti-mage jumps on him, and then like you will cast something like Glimmer Cape, Stun, Ludus Orb to save him. That's how you go through
I
save.
think when we are not fighting and when I don't think we are near a fight, I'm just in a, I don't know how to say it, in a going around mode. So I don't really follow anyone.
In
Do
late
you
game,
think that I
it's
should be
different.
prepared?
So what you're telling me, it's for early game. Late game is like too chaotic. You cannot count on nothing gonna happen in the next 20 seconds. Anything can happen. Like you
Okay.
guys just smoke casually walking towards Roche when it's not there. It could be enemy
Mm,
casually smoking and coming to the same idea, or casually smoking and coming to you. Like these smokes,
mm,
it happens even in your bracket at this point. So like it's important to like know what enemy or your teammates options are, and then find the guy you need to like follow as a support.
okay.
Sometimes you need to do that. Like it's not every single game. Some games like you are a carry by yourself, but like in this game you're not a carry. Your items all screams, "I'm gonna save someone. I'm gonna save someone." You know. So yeah, go ahead, save someone. Like our faces would just died. What did kill him? It was Axe calling him, right?
I think yeah.
The Dagger's bottom tower.
So like it's the same way. It's the exact same way he died last time to the Axe. So that was like the thing I questioned you. Like, what would you buy for that situation? And if you think
Mm.
about it in the game, you would buy the item by now. Something.
But I didn't. I only got so many gold that I didn't have anything. So, but even I didn't consider the best item for this case. But what I'm saying is that it's hard. It, yeah, in this point, it's hard to change the items. So
Uh,
maybe I bought wrong items.
okay, so you're right. You cannot change the items you have. It's just every time that something happens in the game, it should give you ideas of what do you need. So like before the
Mm-hmm.
game, you were telling me anti-mage came out and carried the game. What I'm seeing is that this axe is carrying the game, not anti-mage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was the axe killed the faces void here. It was the axe killing the faces void here. So like it's the axe who's killing everyone. So like now I am after watching the game, I'm telling you need to itemize for the axe, not the anti mage. Because
Mm-hmm.
of that, you don't need the hex. You need either having a Yule scepter. That's before he has a BKB. Now that he has a BKB, a shard is the best item.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. One other options you have is sometimes you can get creative, like you can get a e-blade instead of like Yule scepter. You just e-blade
Mm-hmm.
the axe. You will take some damage from the blade mail, but like now no one can hit him, so he cannot spin.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option. If you already have a Etel lens, then that's a good option because not only it works against axe, it also works somewhat against anti-mage. Like he wants to hit someone, then you just know you e-blade the guy, and then anti-mage cannot hit the target.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Fortune's change.
Yeah, guess that's about this game. So notice how they kill your heroes, and then try to itemize for it if you can. If you cannot, like let's say your hero doesn't have anything to save the people, you just can give them some heads up. Maybe put some more aggressive words,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Like sometimes there is nothing to do. Like but in this
If you're
game, I
looking for
can
Radiant's
see as a
bottom
Rubick,
tower,
you could
better
have a
hurry.
short, and
Radiant's
like
bottom
that would
tower
be
has
helpful.
fallen.
Okay.
Also,
I'll keep.
I think you can steal the enemy at the axe call and then call him back. It's not gonna save the blade mail damage, but like he cannot cast the ulti or something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
not the perfect solution, but like, it works if you have a blink already.
Radiant's desperate. Rejecting
And
Radiant's
this game is over. Your fastest void is gonna get killed the same way
bottom
again.
tower is about to fall.
Wanna take a look at the last game, or you think you're out of time?
Maybe yes, but I'm getting a bit tired and
Okay,
it's
no
getting
problem.
hard to concentrate. So
All right, no problem.
next time.
I'm gonna stop the coaching session. And do you have any last question?
Not really.